Common epitaphy. John Dryden. John Dryden was born in 9 August 1631, United Kingdom. John Dryden was an poet, literary critic, translation and playwright who was the appointed in England, the first poet in 1668. He sings in dominating the literary life and restoration England such a point that the bride came to best known literally is the age of Dryden. Died is 12 May 7, London, United Kingdom. Dryden, the poet, is the best known today the satiric, although he wrote only two great original satires, the Macphlegmon and the Medal. He is the most famous poem Absalom and Achitophel, poem and the survival brilliant satiric. His unlike the satire is to come to a final tragic revelation. Absalom and Achitophel's theme. John Dryden was a brilliant satiric in the neoclassical period. Is the Absalom and Achitophel is regarded as the not simple a satire, but is Dryden himself called it the poem, the central theme. Temptator sins fell and passion. Punishment. Absalom and Achitophel characters. John Dryden's is the poem is the many characters major and minor character is the main two characters Absalom and Achitophel. The poems the king of the David, Shulz, David's brother Korah, Shimi, Zimi, the Fora, Izobed, Jens, Briri, Blair's eldest son John Enimir. Minor characters the Blim, Clam, Nebd, Zog, Zangs of Jerusalem, Ediel, Uzi, Anan, David's wife, and Eniabel. The Korah is a rebellion against the Mos. The second is the Braris is lived beyond the Zedron's river and the suit of the David during the Absalom as the rebellion. The David's frame was credits at the act of the comment into the failures Zedron. The sage of the Jerusalem is represent the bishop of the London. Adiel was the son of Barius. Here is the stand for the John Staffier. Zothan, the stand of the Gregory's Slavid. Slavid, Slavid is the Marcus of Helias and the nephew of Steph Barriers. But Yushi is the David is the friends represent Levian's hides early of Rotter Charles second First Lord the First Lord the Emit the travel was the though the Valiants to bring David suppose. The character of the King David. King David is Charles I is and the third king of the Israel is the represented the Charles II of the England. David is a king. The many mysteries are there, and the many children and son. The favorite son is the Absalom's, but he is not. Royal blood is the Absalom's character. Davies Eligimens, the son and the protagonist of the Absaloms and the Achitophels. Davies' favorite child, Absalom, and Absalom is the hand some ambitions. He had was himself a hero at war. Absalom agreed to rebel against David, and he is a travel to Israel in processions is Achitophel. Uh, Absalom is against war his father David, but not against his father. His his Achitophel his agree with his father war against. David his exercises him power as a king before the people of Israel and effectively set down the Absalom his rebellion. The Dryden never does say what became of Absalom. Though the character of Absalom Dryden unintently argue with the Charles and his brother James. Both have a divine right. The throne. He's not accent. He's a Mothwell. Dryden argues, though Absalom, that Mousemouth plays the power pacifically, his attempt to seize as the position of power that rightfully belongs to another, he is a sin against God. Dryden does not entirely de-excuse Absalom's ambitions, but he does argue with suffering that throne is completely unfaithfully. And Achitophel character. In the second main point, the character Achitophel, the despiteful counselor is the King David and the antagonist of the Absalom and Achitophel of the old man who oppose the David within the government. Achitophel is the most influential. Achitophel is the smart, ambition, and moral, flexible character in the Dryden poem. He pretended to be David's friends, but completely destroy it. He encouraged David's son Amsler to rebel to against him, and he is the king of the Israel. Achitophel heads the David's brother here. Preventive and Achitophel is bring to his plan on David by claiming David his jubits and while the knows that his argument of weak and as long he is against David his David his son is not a good king and Jebusites etc. However, Achitophel mistaken David's mercury and mild temperature for a sign of weakness. And when David finally lose his patience, Achitophel is reminded of the David's divine power. Dryden Secretary, member of the Antiochian Ashtley Coppers, the first early of Staffberry, a member of parliament during Dryden's time. Achitophel, main supporter of the Exhalation Bill. Though Achitophel Dryden suggests the Charles and James both have the just claim to throne, and he is not for a Staffbury movement or parliament to inferring on that power. Thank you.
Janvi, my question is who does Epsilon represent in Epsilon and Akito?
Uh, in Absalom is a character of Absalom and Achitophel poem. Absalom is metaphorically represented Charles II, illegitimate son James first, and the mountain is right.
Yes, Jhanvi, which is Bride and Bride satire. If you study in syllabus, give you a name of satire.
In our syllabus satire. Absalom and Achitophel.